Yes, Alex? Let me tell you about Man.
I've swapped complete failure as a Kickstarter.
Star Fox Command is the first game that you get to be Anthony Birch.
The first of many fuck yous. Like a fucking Looney Tunes? Homestuck.
The only stipulation was behave yourself and keep your dick in your pants, and you have not followed through on that.
Alright, so Alex and I have been trying to remember how we opened this fucking episode for, let me check my Audacity, 3 minutes and 50 seconds now. I don't remember, and he doesn't remember, because it was literally a fucking year ago. So we're just gonna go forward. Welcome to the 2018 wrap-up. 2019 wrap-up, part 1. What a fucking, what a year, Alex. A lot of good goofs, a lot of funny maymays, a lot of, I think more stuff happened this year, to me personally, than last year. I guess.
I personally think 2018 was fucking obnoxious, and I'm so glad it's finally over. Like, we're in 2017, I was unemployed for most of it, so I hated that year. This year I was employed, so I equally hated it as much.
2018 is ending on a real stinker, because I've been sick for the past, week. I started, for all of this year until the very start of December. Okay, so I was in the middle of a sentence there, but I cut it out because I almost fucking puked. So like I was saying, for the past month I've been sick. Yeah, I'm fucking glad to be out of that call center job. It fucking sucked. I was doing insurance stuff. I'm pretty sure we mentioned it in one of the Noise Boyses. But at the end of that job, I actually had 15 episodes worth of notes in my work's email, and they're all just fucking gone now. I had so much shit in there that's just completely gone, and I can't call them up to get it because I was explicitly told not to do that and use the email for personal stuff. So it's gone forever.
So I said this to him privately, but I'll say it here because it's funny. Remember that SpongeBob episode where Mr. Krabs kept all of his money in his mattress, and then SpongeBob and Squidward replaced his mattress, so he freaked out, went into a coma? I'm gonna be Squidward. Haven't you ever heard of a bank?
No, okay, Alex, listen. Speaking of a bank, I have a heist planned. We're gonna need a team. So the team is just gonna consist of me. What I'm going to do is that I can apply for that job again, and they give me that same email, and it's only a week of training. So I just show up, jerk off for a fucking week there, and then, now if day one they give me my email, then hell yeah, I just snatch and run. But if it takes a week, then I get on the floor, snatch it, go by my old team, hey guys, what's up? See ya. And I just get out, I get fucking scot-free. We'll be in and out easy. Or I might not do that, I don't know. I did actually, the only thing I lost that actually sucks is that I had Homestuck number 5 almost completely done.
Just in time for the month of Homestuck.
Yep, just for Homestuck month. Homestuck month 2019. But I wasn't going to do that episode until I fully reread Homestuck for the last time anyway. So, I was going to have to probably remake that entire thing anyway. So, speaking of the podcast itself for 2018... there was a secret Discord only. You would only know that this was happening if you were on the Discord.
Oh,
there was an Aleks anime redemption arc.
All right, so I'll talk about this since it involves yours truly. So throughout summer, I work outside. I push fucking carts and shit, which is a surprisingly harder job than you'd expect. And in summer, I live in Idaho. It's basically a desert. And it got to 110 degrees a lot. And anytime it was over 100, everyone in the fucking store would just feel really, really bad for me. But also at the same time, they would also like me to do all this extra fucking work because, just fuck me, right? So I was getting all pissy and stressed out about it like I usually do, and barking at the radio and everything, blah, blah, blah. And Taddeo just opened his mouth at the wrong goddamn time and asked me to do some extra podcast work. And I was getting real fed up with how much overwork I was doing at work. And I hated that. I hated the feeling of I'd have to work so hard and then come back home and then work so fucking hard. Because I would need a shitload of fucking notes. Because I was trying to be more like you and get a fuckload, right? and it was breaking my fucking mind. So I snapped. I wanted to be just out of here. Done with it. Fuck it. Fuck the podcast. Fuck all this shit. I was gonna fucking just leave. We didn't make anything public on Twitter or anything, but I said it on Twitter, on fucking Discord. And people were not happy about it. And there's this picture of fucking fan art someone drew. Where it's me with like a halo and angel wings going up to heaven saying, I don't really feel like it.
Yeah, this extra work that I was asking you to do was like the bare fucking minimum too. Like, hey Alex,
really pissed.
can you send a DM to GPM for me while I go to work? And then you just don't fucking do it. Or like, hey Alex, here, try and get some notes for this Fate Grand Order episode so that we don't look like a bunch of dumb chodes.
No, that was way late. That was post anime redemption arc. But it was probably something really simple. It was something really fucking like not worth the time. I was just pissed off because, work. I was just being overworked like crazy. So then I collapsed at home. And it turns out I was so dangerously dehydrated, as my doctor told me, that my blood pressure was just all through the fucking roof. So he had to hydrate me up real good with a bunch of with just Gatorade on top of fucking Gatorade. And who knew, Tad, that all of my tiredness, all my crabbiness, was because I was dehydrated for the past 20 years. I was renewed upon the sweet consumption of Gatorade. The doctor said I need at least one Gatorade a day, and ever since then, I've been so much happier. Nothing can stop me. I was doing episode after episode. I was just pumping it out. It was fucking awesome. Then I got crabby again in December because this time, no matter how hydrated I was, we were just overworked and undermanned because it was Christmas season. But that was just Christmas season. But anyway, yeah, so I left and came back almost immediately. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, forget about it. Yeah, and so drink your Gatorades. I'm surprised he didn't give you like fucking Pedialyte. Do you know what Pedialyte is?
No, I actually do not know.
It's basically Gatorade for babies.
Oh, okay.
They actually have a really fun marketing thing going on right now where they're advertising to adults because you can... the reason that people get hangovers is that they drink alcohol and they don't replace it with anything normal water or things with electrolytes, which is like... I want to say it's like sodium... chloride. I don't fucking know. It's been like a year since I had a chemistry class.
Potassium and magnesium are in there as well.
And so people drink, go to bed, wake up, and oh god, I don't have fucking anything in there. Oh Jesus. And then they just have massive headaches.
Mm-hmm.
And just generally just feel like fucking dog shit. So Pedialyte because New Year's, because we're recording this on like the 29th. New Year's is coming up pretty soon. And so they're advertising to like millennials. Like there's a picture of a dude with a man bun drinking Pedialyte. Because it's intended for babies, so it's just like fucking full of that shit. And it tastes not as good as Gatorade. It's been a while since I've had Pedialyte, but I don't remember it tasting very good.
Why not just advertise Gatorade? That's got electrolytes in it.
Because they're probably owned by the same company, honestly. But it's the same reason that you don't like... You know how Kamen Rider and Power Rangers, like, they're not both in the United States? It's kind of like that, where they don't want... Like, I just assume that Gatorade and Pedialyte are both owned by Nestle, who's owned by, like, Disney or something. I don't know, it's probably not Disney. There's basically 6 companies in the world. But, speaking of Kamen Rider, this was the year of Kamen Rider for me. I had never watched it. I've always been like, oh, I think I'd be able to get into Kamen Rider. It sounds like something cool. I'm with it. I'm cool with it. And I just kind of never got into it. Then when Aleks was throwing his hissy fit there in the summer, and this was right after we went to Evo. So around that time span, like June to September, I was super, super busy because I moved because Tim, who plays John from Revival, Dungeons & Dragons Real Play Podcast, me and him were moving out of our old house. And I was moving in with my friend John, and his house was... I think I brought this... I know I told you about it, but I'm pretty sure I brought it up in the podcast. Basically, he had 2 really fucking shitty roommates before me that did not clean up at all. and then he just kept breaking his fucking foot so he couldn't clean. It took a month to make it livable. So I just spent like summer was Aleks going and then
that's
having
my
to clean every weekend.
That's my Banjo-Kazooie sound bit.
Joe, oh fuck, what would mine be? Joe's definitely yeah. What
Yours
would
would
my
be-
banjo?
Stuck, home, stuck.
Oh fuck, that's good. Home, Stuckholm syndrome I got. Anyway, so during this time, I couldn't like make an actual episode because Aleks is being a big dumb baby. And so I'm like, well, shit, I guess I could fill it up with Henshin homies. Now, I'm going to share a secret story.
Ooh.
So, when I wanted to do Henshin homies, Aleks told me that one of his friends, Aaron, was like super, super into Kamen Rider. It's like going to his Discord, and I'm like, hey, I think I did like an @ here. I'm like, hey, which one of you guys were like the big Kamen Rider dude? Because I want to do a Kamen Rider watch-along podcast. And then Alba showed up, and I'm like, okay, yeah, he's pretty cool. He seems like a nice enough dude. We did the original April Fool's Day episode with him. And I think we did like one of like the bonus one where it was Alba Asks.
Yeah.
I said, okay, cool. We'll fucking have him on here. And then I got like the art made of all of us and like the Kamen Rider suits and shit. And I find out after like, I think 2 or 3 episodes that he actually wasn't the dude Aleks was talking about. There was another, because it occurs to me now that his name is not actually Alba, although I don't remember what his actual name is.
You mean Alba's
fuck,
real
what was
name
his-
or the original
Yeah.
friend's name?
What's Alba's fucking name again?
His name is Eric. You wanted Aaron.
That was it. Yeah. And so then I find out that Aaron's like this other dude who has his own podcast called Sipping Around the Suds. And he was like the dude that was all about Kamen Rider. Alba is like General Tokus, like Godzilla, Kamen Rider, little bit of Power Rangers. So it was like the fucking wrong dude. Henshin Homies was fun, but it had the same problem that I had like long time ago when I tried to do a watch along blog for fucking Gravity Falls, where having to like take notes and pay super close attention made watching the show kind of turn into a fucking like second job. I can't just watch Kamen Rider for fun anymore. I had to like keep it down. And then me and Alba did not mesh well together. We were both like constantly stepping on each other's toes and shit. So Henshin Homies was fun. It was a fun experiment. For those who are waiting for the final episode, yeah,
Whoops.
there might be one, like me and Aleks. I don't know. Maybe. I might do a thing. I might show up on Aaron's podcast, Sipping Around the Suds, for like, he wanted me to watch Deno. So, I don't know. And Alba is also thinking about doing his own Kamen Rider stuff. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens with that in the future. But I was doing Henshin Homies since I couldn't do like any D&D stuff. I couldn't do any fucking Let Me Tell You About. It's nothing like that. So it was fun. I learned a lot in doing it, so I'm glad I did it.
So it's funny you brought up that taking notes thing, because that was one of the complaints I had back when I was in Dehydrated mode. Was I was playing God of War with the intent of doing an episode on it, and I legitimately have little note cards in front of me writing things down while I'm doing like different levels, and I'm like, this is so not fun right now. I was having literally zero fun playing that game because it wasn't me playing the game. I was just trying to overly analyze the absolute ever fuck out of it.
See, now with me, with games, that doesn't like tire me out at all. Like for the Undertale episode that we did recently with Toby Fox, I was having a blast going through and like listening to the soundtrack and like pointing out like the music theory shit, like going over that for games. I don't even fucking mind. It was for like other stuff, you know?
Here's why I think it was different for God of War as well, is God of War is way longer than Undertale is.
Yeah. Okay,
And
so we were going to do that God of War episode, right? And I like sat down like, hell yeah. All right, let's do this. And Now, the way that the game is set up, it's very obviously like this is going to be another trilogy of God of War games or whatever. So you kind of go in with the expectation this is going to be a shorter than normal God of War game. Like, because, oh, well, they can't have you explore all of Norse mythology in the first game. Obviously, they're going to split it into 2 or 3 games. So you go in thinking that, and like I'd sit down and play it, and I'd have fun. I was playing on hard mode, I think, which also like kind of kept me, like, made it take fucking forever. I think when I finished the game, it was like 48 fucking hours, and I just stopped doing a lot of the side quest content because I was like, this game feels like it should have ended. It should have ended when I got to the top of the mountain. It should have ended when I died. It should have ended when I died again. And then it kept going, which for some people, I get it. But when you're thinking, oh, I got to do a podcast on this, fucking end the game already. Jesus Christ.
Yes, and now picture that. Picture a 45-hour work shift, and that's what God of War felt like to me. That's why I stopped really playing it after a while.
Yeah, I think we kind of killed that game for ourselves.
Yeah, which is why I tried to not do that anymore. When I was doing Deltarune, I did, but specifically on the second playthrough, I enjoyed the first one, you dig? I've learned from my mistake. I will not pull a God of War on any game I play in the future.
I think I don't think we had the problem with Hollow Knight.
Well, we played that
that's
before
because
God
Hollow
of
Knight
War.
was like, yeah. We finished a playthrough and then went back. So I think maybe that's like the best way to kind of go about it, unless the game is really fucking short.
Or the game's really, really fucking long, so you don't want to do full playthroughs. But the point is that, or a secondary playthrough. But the point is, finish first, then notes.
Yep. And I mentioned it before, I'm sure, but it's still funny to me. I chose to play God of War than to go out with this, with the archetypal big titty goth GF, because I was into God of War for the first like 20 hours. I'm like, what would I get more enjoyment out of? God of War or this girl that I don't actually like that much? And I just told her like, yeah, no, sorry, I can't go today. And then I just never talked to her again.
It reminds me of that fucking stupid RuneScape post where it's like, baby, come home, I miss you. He's like, no, I can't. This dude's doing a fucking giveaway in the fucking market right now. She's like, oh, but come on, I'm horny. He says, then go fuck off and cheat. I don't give a fuck.
Literally me. My favorite experience with RuneScape is that I got into RuneScape again this fucking year when I was, because I needed something to do while I was doing the D&D stuff. Because for a like good 6 or 7 episodes, everyone's audio was fucked. And so I'd have to like amplify, normalize, compress, do all this fucking dumb horse shit. When I did that, I just have to sit here for like fucking 20 minutes while Audacity did its work. And so I started playing RuneScape again. And I just walked into Falador and left with like 50 million gold and just fucking swagging on people. I went into free-to-play worlds and laughed at, like, the level 5s, like, mining copper and tin and shit. Told them just walk into Falador like me. I'm literally, like, the kid who has old money in his family. Like, I don't get why they don't just, sell gold like my great-grandfather did.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to distract from the episode and ask, what the fuck is Falador again?
Falador is a city in RuneScape that has a party room where you can put items into a chest. Anyone can put items in, and then you pull a lever, and it randomly distributes those items across balloons that fall on every single square in the party house. So I just walked in there when a clan was having, like, I think their one of their, like, leaders just hit 1 million XP in, like, attack or something, or, like, hit level 99. So they were dropping, like, dragon armors and shit, which I felt like a big deal when I went in there with less than 1 million gold to my fucking name.
How'd you get in there if it was the guild celebrating, though?
You could just walk in. It's not locked.
Oh, okay.
Literally anyone could just walk in there. So just get lucky like me, and then pay for like 3 months of your RuneScape subscription because you just walked into a fucking room. It's easy.
So speaking of video games, since we're on this topic, let's talk about some of the games that came out in 2018. We just talked about God of War, but you know what else came out that was really fucking good in 2018? Slap fucking City.
Welcome to Slap City, bitch. Slap City was fun. Now, when were we playing Slap City?
Well, we played it a few months ago. I know we had footage for the Smash Brothers Grinch League episode, which, by the way, we did literally nothing wrong on.
It was around when Icons came out and immediately died.
Yes,
oh,
God.
I
remember.
The Icons reminded me. I would have totally forgot about this. So, when we were at EVO, we played a few games there. And I guess I'll broaden this out. I also went to, like, Chicago Comic and Entertainment Expo, C2E2. I played Cosmo's Quick Stop there. And then I played at EVO, I played a game called Sky Noon.
Ooh.
And it's a really fucking good concept. You're all cowboys, you have a grappling hook, and your guns don't deal damage, they deal knockback. So you gotta knock everyone off. It was fun when I played it there. I was against, like, a bot or something. I'm like, whoa, this is cool. I'm getting headshots and doing all this crazy shit. The game came out, like, 2 weeks ago. I bought it because it was $10 and I had it on my wish list. Do you want to know the maximum player count across that entire day? 7.
I was going to say 12. Damn, I overshot it.
Not even enough to fill a single fucking server. And I tried playing that game for like 6 hours. It sucks ass.
The game of the servers.
Oh my god. Now the base mode sucks ass. I didn't even get to try Payload, which had a really fucking unique idea. But basically every single weapon in the game, besides the one that requires accuracy and precision, the pistol, is an instant kill. There's no response you can have to it. You just instantly die. If you get near someone, you can press the fucking, the lasso. You pull someone, you just whip them into the stratosphere. It becomes a lot, when Call of Duty was big. The number one complaint that people had was, oh, you saw someone, immediately dead. The time to kill was like near instant. It's basically that, but there's no chance that you can respond. It's really bad. Now, the payload mode had a lot of promise to it. It was a single payload bomb that you had to shoot the back of to make it go forward. And there were different railway, like, signs. And you would have to shoot the signs pretty accurately to have it choose to go left or right. And you had to, like, spin it around and keep shooting it while you're fighting everyone else to move it to either side's, like, barn. And then do that 3 times. So that sounds like it was actually a pretty good idea and probably should have been the fucking main mode of the game. So, Sky Noon was fun to play at EVO, but Jesus Christ, it died immediately, just like Icons.
I think Icons even lived longer than that, because I remember there's at least one point where, like, globally, top like, player count was, like, at least 3 entire 100 people.
Wasn't it free?
Yes, it was a free-to-play game. You start with those 3 characters you play with: fucking Zarya Ganondorf, Not Fox McCloud, and Falcon Farah ripoff lady.
And Slap City was like, what, $8?
Yes, it was $8 and gave you more characters, and also, they just made a new character just like a week ago.
Nice. Yeah, Slap City was fun. I haven't played it. I'll be honest, I haven't played it since Smash Bros. Came out.
Well, yeah, but I think that was kind of what a lot of people were going to fucking do. I do want to play the new fucking character, but I've been playing a little Smash Bros. Too. Not as much as I'd like, because, I'm stuck in my fucking wage cage all day. But it's fun.
I don't think me and you have played Smash since we both unlocked all the characters. I think we played, like, within the first few days of it coming out, and then we just haven't been able to since.
Well, because we're busy as adults now. But speaking of Smash, before we move on, so, now that it was all out, what did you think of the Joker reveal? Because we haven't talked about that in the podcast yet.
Oh, yeah. From what I understand, the Persona series is, like, pretty cool. I'm literally never going to play it, and I'm never going to get Paper Mario, so I don't fucking do whatever the fuck you want, Sakurai. You've already destroyed my dreams. You're not going to add in Pig Ganon from, like, fucking old school Link to the Past. You're not going to add that piggy motherfucker, and you're not going to add goddamn Paper Mario, so I do not care about anyone else unless they're Popeye or Goku.
Alright. So, I figured it out. I know who is going to be added. So we started with Joker, who's an anime man with a big knife, aka a sword, and he also has a gun, right? So he's anime, swordy. So, I think
Goku.
And no. He doesn't have a sword. Shh. Listen. Shh.
He has a pole.
Shh. Listen. All right, listening. So Reggie said at the Game Awards Expo, whatever the fuck it's called, I don't give a shit. He said right there on stage before the reveal, you're going to see characters you would not anticipate. So, who would I... No, you want him. You expect him. You anticipate Goku. But who do you not want in? Who is anime, has a sharp sword-like weapon, and you would never want in your game ever? Tad, she's in.
Cronus.
No, Ruby. She's going to be in, bros.
Aleks, don't you put this fucking curse on me.
See, you're thinking about it, because that's super plausible, ain't it? She's already in BlazBlue fucking whatever the fuck. She could be in.
Oh my god, dude. Okay, so, yeah, you've heard Ruby's theme in BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle, right?
Unfortunately.
Have you ever heard a song that's so bad it sweet bro and hella Jeff's around to being an enjoyable thing to listen to?
Well, I'm gonna hear it again in Smash Brothers in a few months, so sure.
Like, it fucked me up. The first time I heard it, I'm like, okay, I'm iffy on this, and then I kept listening, I'm like, oh, no. And then I kept listening to it, and I'm like, you know what, this is so bad. If I had to pick a song to associate Ruby with, that would be it. So, like, they did a good job with that, where it's like something that doesn't need to exist and is like a weird off-tilt version. You know how Ruby's like weird Western anime?
Yes, this weird CG mocapped anime. It's the Donkey Kong Country cartoon of anime.
It's a Donkey Kong Country cartoon, but for weebs. So,
yes.
like, fuck, dude. I hate it.
See,
I
you
hate
keep thinking more
but
about
the
it, how it's
song
going to
is
get
like,
in.
it's like off-kilter girl rock, which I guess that's the genre for Ruby. If you like Ruby, it's hard for me to, like, yell at you, because I've read Homestuck Soon to Be 5 times in its entirety. So, like, I get it. Like, if you got into it when you were a teenager, it's not your fault. Like, I'm sorry that had to happen to you, but I forgive you. You know who I can't forgive, though? Octopath Traveler.
Ooh,
I bought that game for the Switch, because my roommate got a Switch. It was the game that was shown off at, it was in, like, December of last year, and no one besides me gave a fuck about it. It was that thing where you play as there's 8 travelers who are whatever occupation, and their stories intertwine and they intersect. They don't. First of all, they fucking don't have, like, anything crossing over between them. The game doesn't give a shit. There are almost no unique interactions in the entire fucking game. So, what is the point of this goddamn game, dude? I was so mad when I found out, like... Now, I'm not expecting, like, oh, they're gonna have things set up for all of these different things. Like, oh, if I have the dancer in here, she's gonna be able to do something specifically. Like, no, there's really nothing substantial in the entire... There's, like, a main quest that, like, the apothecary cares less than the knight and wizard and shit, right? Like, I get that. That makes sense. And it has a lot of cool things to it. The way that combat works is you have to hit an enemy to break their guard and then smash them with a ton of damage. And each turn you can take a normal action, and then it will build, like, your charge meter, or you can spend your charge meter to act multiple times in one turn. So, like, if you're fighting a rat dude, he's got 2 guard, and you have a dude that can attack with an axe, a spear, a dagger, and a sword. You kind of poke at him for a bit, building up your charges to see what he's weak to, and then, like, okay, I know he's weak to this. So next time I fight this guy, I'm going to be more efficient. Hit him with the axe guy, use his charge immediately for 2 hits, have the dancer do the dark attack, he's weak to that, dude fucking gets exploded. You kind of figure out the enemies like that. But this game has the biggest flaw that I don't know why people find this fun at all in any kind of fucking way. Random encounters suck. They are not fun. It's a terrible game mechanic. It actively discourages me from wanting to explore the world. Now, I could have gotten around this if I would have started with the Scholar, because the Scholar has a passive skill that reduces it to, like, almost nothing. But I wasn't planning on playing the Scholar for a very, very long time. So, like, I shot my... unless I want to, like, jump over and start his story right away, right now, that's pretty much the only way I'm going to be able to continue that game.
Does the passive carry over?
Yeah, I would have to manually traverse the entire world to get over to where he is way off in the corner, and he's in a higher level area that I can't get to. I was very let down by the game. Like, the visuals, I thought they looked really, really fucking good. Because they have, like, this really nice dynamic lighting on these, like, Super Nintendo, PlayStation RPG sprites. And the thing that I'm still hopeful about is that there was an interview where they said, we are going to take the formula for Octopath Traveler and do this again for sure. We are going to evolve on this formula for another game. So I would love to see a game that's like, maybe less than 8, like Pentapath Traveler, where there's 5 party members and then like they interact and you have a smaller scope to work with to intertwine their actual stories and have the world feel more connected. Like that, it's such a fucking great idea to me, and I was really sad that Octopath didn't follow through on it. I'm probably still going to finish the game, but I was disappointed in it, and I'm really sad about that.
So, another thing that happened in 2018 that was really nice was Street Fighter V decided to tell everyone to go kill themselves. That was really fun. Now, I don't know much about this. You were saying there was something about a guy like Kage or Cage.
It's
Kage, but I'm going to get to him. I need to set the stage first, all right? So, Evo. Absolutely, we had an Evo episode. Absolutely fantastic reveal with G and Sagat, showing him off like the next day. All that shit was super good. And everyone was so full of hope. The fools they were. So the end of the year with Capcom Cup, or whatever, Pro Tour, whatever the fuck it's called, they were going to show off the new season trailer, like they did last time. So instead, they showed off this guy. I'm going to show you this picture now in Discord to take a little look at that.
Yo, what the fuck? Why is there a buff Carcat?
So, that's what I thought when I saw him too. So, here's the thing though. Here's how it all went wrong. So, Capcom Pro Tour or whatever, again, I don't know if it's Capcom Cup, however they fucking call it, was going on way too long. There were some weird delays going on, and no one was really communicating because, you know, it's the game industry. People don't do that shit. So, they just kept having, like, here's a match. Now here's a 20-minute music fucking section with this one DJ who is like straight out of a fucking early 2000s cartoon where he's just like got fucking turntables, and then he's got this fucking chick next to him with these huge fucking nipples that everyone just... It was DJ Nips.
What the fuck? Alex, are you having a stroke? What the fuck are you talking about?
Okay, there was a stupid-ass DJ, and then he had this chick with him next to him who had these big-ass fucking nipples that everyone kept making fun of the entire fucking time. And you can see that there was this
part of her costume, or was it you could just see it through?
She just wasn't wearing a bra, so she just had huge-ass fucking nipples. But the thing is, the reason I'm trying to harp on this is because the cameras kept zooming in, so you literally couldn't deal with it.
They were doing it on fucking purpose, dude.
Yes. It was really fucking goofy because all people would do was just point out her goddamn nipples. So it was Street Fighter match, 20-minute fucking hip-hop turntable session, big-ass nipples, Street Fighter match, rinse and repeat, until eventually leading to Buff Carcat, where they say a new season of Street Fighter begins. But wait, sorry, I got ahead of myself. It actually leaked early by accident. They patched the game before the tournament was over. It was supposed to be, like with the Gene Sagat thing, available right now, but it was available about an hour early. So everyone was just running around with fucking Kage. So everyone was disappointed. When I fucking came home from work, because Capcom Cup was going on through my work shift, I came home from work, someone posted a picture of Kage, and I'm like, oh, that's edited. It looked like a fake Smash Brothers character. That's not the exact picture he showed me. He showed me his, like, battle pose, and it looked so fucking fake. Because, like, oh, it's Ryu, but he colored the eyes darker and gave him big, stupid Oni teeth and really dumb-looking plastic horns.
He just took the evil Ryu from Street Fighter 4.
But, no, it's real. This honestly wouldn't be so bad if it wasn't for the fucking horns. I'd be totally down with it, in all honesty. It's because they're tiny to the sides of his head and glow purple. They don't match the rest of his fucking color palette, so they look tacked on as fuck.
So
but,
what is so what is it like part of like the I think it was last year at Evo they showed like every character for the DLC pack?
Yeah, so I was gonna get to that. There is no DLC pack. They said there is no new season of Fighters planned. Here's Kage. Stay tuned. They ended it with stay tuned and like stay hyped. And everyone was disappointed because, I mean, look at him, Tad. This is how you end the year. But, it's not just Kage. It's also the fact that they added ads to Street Fighter V, like a fucking cartoon.
I saw the picture of that, I saw the one with G, and I thought it was like a funny edit that someone made. Because the one that I was okay with, the one that I was actually pretty okay with because it was kind of funny, was the Akuma thing, where he's like standing with his back and it has Capcom on it. Because I thought that was a loading screen.
No, they just, hey, who cares about an iconic pose that people like? Give us some more money.
And the fact that they didn't even try to make it blend in with the character's like model, it is a bright fucking white and blue logo that's just plastered on them. My favorite one is the children's skulls that Dulcim has. Are just boop, boop, boop. They have the Capcom logo on each one of them. So I like that about Dulcim's story, where he's like the witch doctor guy who keeps those skulls on them of like the children he couldn't save. So let's just slap a fucking Capcom logo on them.
Fuck it, am I right? So like, oh, don't forget, they covered up Guile's American tattoos. They're just like Capcom stickers. So the whole point of this was a test, kinda. So that's why the logos for ads are specifically for Capcom Pro Tour. And if you turn you can turn them off. But if you turn them on, you get a little extra fight money. 12, by the way, which is nothing.
How much does a character cost?
Like 10,000? Weird. Normally you get 50 per like match. So you get 12 extra. Not a lot. So anyway,
I don't know. That's kind of like, that's like 25% more.
So let me give it this straight, Ted. You want to have those on? You want to have all those ads all over the place?
Not until they added fucking Geico and Red Bull.
So
and fucking Nvidia.
So that's the point, is that they were trying to test it out and see how people like it, and if they did, slap on all those other things on it. Mostly Red Bull and Geico, the other like FGC like big companies out there, because you saw them right there at Evo. Red Bull shit everywhere, the stupid Geico thing.
Yeah, like where I hung out with the Geico guy and I told them I had Geico insurance and they gave me a free plushie. So
everyone hated it. Everyone was very, very adamant about voicing their opinion about it. I was thinking about, imagine, because this is before the fucking reveal, imagine if it's E Honda, because he's the only Street Fighter 2, like, original character, original 8 warrior who isn't in yet. He comes in, he does a sumo fucking thing, right? You know, the leg stomp thing, gets a red goal, Red Bull gives you wings, drinks it, Red Bull headbutt, and headbutts the fucking screen, and then E Honda's the Street Fighter 5.
What I thought it was going to be was he does like where he hops up in the air, does the butt slam, but just keeps going up in the air because it gave him wings.
Yeah, send it to Capcom. They'll probably do it. So
they actually did have. I saw on fucking Twitter, Red Bull Japan had like some famous player who played Sagat. Like Sagat was doing like shitty fireballs, and then the dude hands him a Red Bull, and he does like the normal ones and shit. It was fun. That was kind of fun.
Yeah, that's Banshin. He's the dude. Another one that someone thought of is, you know Fang, the big fucking lanky guy? He comes in and says, 2 minutes. I'll finish you in 2 minutes. So instead he comes in dressed in green, 15 minutes. 15 minutes can save you 15% or more on your car insurance by switching to Geico. So anyway, everyone hates it, and they're considering, didn't do it yet, considering possibly maybe getting rid of them. Hopefully they do.
It worries me because once you have the ads in there, like, get the fuck out of here. I don't have TV anymore. I don't have cable because I tried watching it over Christmas. I spent most of like the Christmas time, like the 3 days around Christmas, helping my grandma like prepare food and shit. And I would watch Judge Judy at her house because
Funny.
Judge Judy is sassy. And I love watching it. Do you want to know how much Judge Judy was in that 30-minute episode?
I can't believe you mentioned Judge Judy, because I was waiting for you to finish your thing, and I was going to bring up Judge Judy as a fucking example. Oh, about 5 entire minutes?
Aleks, we're literally the same person.
Okay, so I'm watching Judge fucking Judy at work, right? Because someone's just watching it on TV.
That's the
so
thing that happened with you this year, Alex. You started watching daytime television at like 9 p.m. at work.
Because I'm not overnights anymore, so I can't watch Bones. You know how many episodes of Bones I watched? That's that stupid cop drama with like the skeletons. No, the cops aren't skeletons, Tad. Don't get excited.
So here's holy shit.
So here's. Are
you saying that the skeletons are the criminals?
Yes.
Holy shit. Bones, but it's spelled like a Z, and it's about like a skeleton cop. Because, you know, the only type of person who can solve undead crimes is an undead officer. Officer Bones, get out of here. You're a loose cannon. We're teaming you up with this FleshBag. He's like this fresh-faced, young, like, fresh out of the academy guy, and he's got to team up with Officer BoneKenzie. They got to solve demon crimes.
So Tad, as a guy who's watched Judge... I don't want to harp too hard on it. I want to get to my joke. We're at 45 minutes. I can't wait. I can't spend 5 minutes on the boner joke. So, what I was trying to get to was imagine... Okay, so you're watching Judge Judy, Ted. Now I'm going to picture the episode right now. This time, on Judge Judy, this guy climbed into my avocado tree, and he's like, I'm gonna take your avocados, old man. What are you gonna do about it? Why would you do something so stupid? Guacamole. Next, Judge Judy. Then 5 minutes of ads play. Then it comes back to Judge Judy. We now return to Judge Judy. Why'd you take his avocados? He's like, I wanted to make guacamole, and, you know, just felt like going in there. And then the old guy would say, hey, he said, and then Judge Judy would say, you shut your mouth right here. He's talking, all right? He's still talking, and when it's your turn to talk, I'll talk to you. Next, Judge Judy. And then it'll go back to a fucking commercial. Then you'll see a fucking Geico commercial where Fang comes in and does his pose and talks about Geico.
2 minutes. That's all it'll take to enjoy this Red Bull.
She'll bang her gavel. The court will be adjourned. Whoever she feels like winning will just win because she doesn't give a fuck. Then the next one will come in. And if you made the mistake of blinking, the next commercial's already on. And that's Judge Judy. Was I right?
That is 110% right. I refuse to fucking use cable television. I'm not going to pay for it. I'm not going to pay $70 a month to have a third of the channels that I want. Because you want to know what I'd watch? I'd watch fucking that documentary channel. I'd watch Nat Geo. I'd watch fucking Discovery. I'd watch fucking Skinamax. I'd watch fucking all the premium channels. Those are the only things I give a shit about. I'm not going to watch fucking ABC. I'm not going to watch Fox. I'm not going to watch New Simpsons. So I'm not going to pay $70 for you to make me pay more for the channels I want because you absolutely refuse to go a la carte and just to spend 30% of my time being advertised to. That's why I'm fine with paying for HBO Go, Showtime, Netflix, and whatever. It sucks that they're all getting ripped away from Netflix because now I have to pay more. But like, I'm fine with paying $8 a month for fucking Hulu, and that's it. I'm fine with that. If that's all I have to fucking pay, cool. Also, the PlayStation TV thing fucking sucks. I got a free month of that, and I immediately got that month and then canceled it, and then they charged me again at the end of the fucking month anyway. So, you know.
Nice.
Yeah, TV fucking blows. Unless it's Blackish or Modern Family.
Or Bones. So, know what else sucks? Blizzard. So,
Yeah.
Ted, know what happened to Blizzard lately?
You've been ranting and raving about it to me.
Alright. So, hear me and all this bullshit. So, everyone knows Blizzard. They made the great hit Overwatch that nobody likes, especially not me. So, the new WoW expansion is really bad. Me and, who is it? Matt? It's Matt, right?
Yeah, Matt.
Yeah, so me and Matt hate it, and we're not playing it anymore. And, BlizzCon happened, and Blizzard just went on stage and told everybody that they're wrong, that they're right, that you should just buy what they make, no matter what. Never question them, and just do everything they say. And then it did a quick little Nazi salute. the Blizzard salute. So obviously no one was happy with that. So what I'm actually describing is they announced Diablo Immortal. So they hyped up BlizzCon a lot, saying, "Hey guys, big Diablo news coming to you live real soon." Ooh, and finger gunning. And then fucking asshole balding man shows up, and he's like, "We're making Diablo Immortal for your mobile phone." People were like, "Is this a joke?" To which he said, "What, you guys don't have phones?" And it didn't go over well.
Okay, now I will say this. That dude up on stage, he knew that not a single goddamn person was going to like this. He went up there knowing, he's like, it's my job to be the number one guy that people point to for this game being announced. Of all the possible things he could have done, he did mess up by saying, like, don't you guys have phones?
That's bad.
But,
that's really bad.
That's bad, but, like, everything else he did, I understand you had probably the hardest job at that entire fucking place, dude. Like, as a real gamer, I understand it's not your fault. Dude, that's gotta suck. Especially with, like, the red guy, like, the red bald guy. Fucking bald Chad.
You see, Ted, you're being nice, which is Blizzard loves when people are nice to them. Like that one asshole YouTuber.
I get free loot boxes every time I say something nice about Blizzard.
Like that one YouTuber who ranted for like 10 minutes and then just ended his thing with, "Well, either way, Blizzard's still my favorite company, yada, yada, yada." And basically like, so Ted, no one there's a little brat kid, and you know, like, imagine you're a parent, right? Your little brat kid wouldn't shut the fuck up, so you smack him in the face, right? To tell him what's what. But then you immediately give him an ice cream cone after. Now, what did you just teach that kid?
That every time I slap him, I'm going to give him an ice cream cone.
Exactly. So imagine if you slapped him and didn't give him an ice cream cone. Instead, you told him to shut his little fucking mouth.
Alex, I think we lost. What are you trying to say? I think I'm confused right now.
So imagine you go to Blizzard... and you say, "Yo, Blizzard, fuck you, we don't want this. We have voiced our opinion, now we will vote with our wallet." So you smack him in the fucking face. Now, you say smack him in the face is the fuck you, but giving them an ice cream cone would be to still play their games. Or to still apologize to them, like that one fat guy with the long hair who went up on stages, or went up on the microphone too. Or to say Blizzard's still your favorite company. Or to acknowledge Blizzard as any type of... to acknowledge the fact that human beings even work at Blizzard. That would be to give them an ice cream cone. You cannot be nice to them anymore. They played their hand, and they have told you to your face what they think of you as the consumer. So you need to actually stand up for yourself and tell Blizzard to suck one, and not support anything they're doing right now until they learn. They have, as a business, they have to suffer a little bit. You have to smack them, tell them to shut the fuck up, and not immediately reward them afterwards. So I'm doing my part, and I went through a lot of loops to try to finally uninstall Battle.net from my computer, because there's a fun little thing they did. Blizzard and all their great everything fucked up an update trying to integrate a web browser to Battle.net or some shit, because anytime I'd opened it, it would freeze my whole fucking computer. So I had to go... So they knew I wanted to get out, so they were trying to stop me, right? So I had to look through this whole thing to fucking fix this shit. So I could, go through a couple loopholes to fucking do some LAN settings or whatever to allow me to update Battle.net. But that was never the goal, Tad. It was to remove it. But I didn't have the heart to tell that poor Blizzard employee I was asking on the fucking help thing that I want to fucking fix this so I can remove it forever. So I found a different person who said, no, I'm almost done. A different person who said, it's just trying to update, so if you simply have no internet connection, you can just turn on battle.net, it won't connect, and you can just still uninstall everything. I'm like, oh, thank you. So I unplugged my router and uninstalled the entire client, so now it's gone. Fuck you.
But Alex, what about all those gold guns that you spent so much time having fun in Overwatch for? Are you trying to tell me that you didn't actually get a lot of enjoyment from grinding up those unfun matches for those golden guns?
Overwatch, as I've said 100 times over, Tad, is not a fun video game. It is a communist gulag in video game form. You have to get forced with 5 other people you don't care about. All 6 of you work together with pickaxes and chained together. And if you so much as speak incorrectly, bam! The fucking sniper in the crow's nest just shut your head off. You're dead. That's Overwatch.
Think about Tiananmen Square, 1989.
It's over. And that's why Overwatch is such a frustrating game full of toxicity in finger quotes, because it's a gulag. Speaking of it being a communist gulag with totalitarian evil dictators at the same time, Blizzard's got a new great feature that actually sparked me to just fucking remove all of this anyway, was to post in the Twitch chat for Overwatch competitive games, the Overwatch League, you need to link your Twitch account to your Battle.net profile. And if you say anything wrong in the Twitch chat, they will ban you in Overwatch and steal your $60.
Okay, now are you sure? Or is that like very obviously what's going to happen in the near future? Like with that is Street Fighter V getting fucking Geico ads.
It is something they are already implementing right now, and it is now a thing, but it's only specifically for their Overwatch League stream. So you can go to like an Atlas stream and still like post fucking Tryhard 7 and you'll be fine. But if you put Tryhard 7 in the Overwatch League chat, there goes your $60. I hope you enjoyed it.
Isn't that just like Trihex like giving a salute?
Well, because the 7's a little arm doing a salute, yes. But it is now racist to post Trihex because he's black. You see, Tad. Now you may be thinking, am I stretching a little bit? No. You see, Trihex's face, Trihex 7, or Tryhard 7, was always posted whenever a black person showed up on any stream. It was a meme. So, because fuck, his name is Trihex, the emote is Tryhard. Fuck, dude. You should name your emote better. So Trihex became associated with just literally any black person on any stream. So now you can't post it because it is associated with mocking just the existence of a fucking black person. But even if you don't use it in that context, you will get in trouble for it. That's what happened to CQC. He got in a lot of trouble for just posting Tryhard 7 to his friend that he was watching on Twitch with like 200 viewers.
Okay.
Also, you can't post Monka S because that's a Pepe. So if you post any of those evil derogatory emotes, you're fucked. And there goes your money. Welcome to Overwatch. Are you having fun yet? Are you having fun with a gun pointed to the back of your head as you play the entire game?
It's like, and this is just because people who are higher up in the corporate ladder don't give a fuck about the game. They care about the revenue streams that it brings in. And like, that's pretty much par for the course for like an actual business. So what these people do is they see that, there are these esports events that make a shitload of money, and I'm not seeing any of that. Okay, Overwatch is going to become the esport game. When you think about esports, we're going to put so many goddamn advertisements on TV. We're going to force people to think of Overwatch as, this game's an esport? Oh, kind of like Overwatch? Okay. The people are going to associate esports with us because we are going to throw enough money at this to have that happen. But sir, people who play video games are fucking dumb and they keep doing things that we don't like. Well, then we got to fix that. Make it so they can't do it. So that we can keep this squeaky clean fucking persona of like a serious esport. But sir, the game kind of sucks. Who gives a fuck? StarCraft sucks. I hated that game and it's super popular apparently. Not anymore though, so we need a new one.
Okay, so another issue is Blizzard is trying desperately, and this is actually a phrase I heard from an old fucking Blizzard employee who went anonymous at the time. I don't know if he came out now. I know it wasn't Bill Roper, who's like a real old school guy. But after the Diablo Immortal thing, a bunch of old school Blizzard employees who left were all talking about it, about how this is a bad move by Blizzard. Blizzard doesn't understand their market anymore. And one that was really apparent, this is not the same Blizzard you once knew.
Ooh.
So, and this is actually a big deal because a lot of people, a lot of old school people from Blizzard have been leaving. One the most notable one was Chris Metzen, the big lead writer of WoW, Mr. Thrall himself. When he left, people started getting curious because he loved working on WoW. You know, he was literally the main character of WoW for a little while, and he was a fun guy because you know the red shirt guy thing, not the new red shirt guy, the old one, right? That old meme,
Yeah.
where he was proven wrong on stage, so he honored it and just put the guy who proved him wrong in game. He was a fun guy. So the only person who's like an old school dude is Jeff Kaplan. And Jeff Kaplan, I have a lot of problems with already. But everyone's gone. Everything sucks. They hate us. And they... My original point. What they were going to do is... one guy said, Blizzard is trying really hard to be corporate. Well, their initial team up with Activision was their attempt to be super cool, corporate, and like an official, like, bigwig company. And that's when a lot of people... That was when Bill Roper himself left a long time ago. And progressively after that, they have tried to be more squeaky clean, like you just mentioned, every fucking year. And every year, people like it less and keep leaving. And that's where we are today.
It's just like this month here in December, Tumblr started hiding and flagging, deleting not safe for work blogs. And the reason for that was because I think it was last year. It was either super, super early this year or last year. Tumblr was sold off to Yahoo. And now, Aleks, you know anyone over the age of 46 who even has a Yahoo account that isn't a throwaway email?
Yahoo's still a thing?
Exactly. Someone who was dumb enough that they couldn't keep a search engine alive. Although, to be fair, Google, like, now is fucking huge. But for a while, Yahoo was way bigger than Google. The company that fucked up Yahoo now owns Tumblr, and I saw a few articles about this, and it was like ex-Tumblr staff who left after it was sold off for like a lot of fucking money. I don't remember the exact amount. I know it was more than a few million. I don't think it reached $1 billion. How do we market to this social justice crowd, these people who are feeding off of like outrage and stuff? How do we market to them? And if I can find the article where that dude pointed that out, I will link it. But basically, Tumblr was like, all right, well, we can't have advertisers if there's a lot of porn on this website. They're not going to be okay with that, so we have to get rid of it. And they went about it in like the fucking dumbest way possible by just outright deleting a bunch of shit and hiding a bunch of stuff. And Tumblr by itself already is fucking impossible to search for archive stuff unless you really want to dig through someone's page. So it removed all this shit, and then it had a mass exodus of users. My Tumblr that I have, like now, the follow artists and stuff, has like had maybe 15 posts in the past week. And I didn't even follow, like, it was normal artists that were leaving too, because a bunch of they were getting flagged for stuff and they didn't want their shit to get deleted. And just like, so Alex, do you know why a dollar bill is worth $1?
Well, it used to be the gold standard, but then just kind of waited itself on its own, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, and so I can go to Europe and exchange a dollar bill. They will accept that as currency. They accept it because a dollar bill... Well, okay, if I wanted to go up to a place in Europe and like, hey, here's a US dollar bill, and here's 500 million Zimbabwe dollars, which one of them are they going to accept more easily? The reason that a dollar bill is worth $1, and they are okay with paying that, sorry if I keep pausing, I'm like trying not to cough, it is because the US dollar bill is a strong, stable currency. It is something that I know I can use, that this has monetary value in the future, just like how people invest in gold and silver and shit, because they know that these are always going to be worthwhile unless like a fucking comet hits the planet covered in gold and silver. So a lot of these artists are like, I'm just going to leave Tumblr, because if I keep using this and they decide in the future that they're going to remove my blog because I posted
female presenting nipples.
Yeah, female presenting nipples. And it's kind of neat because a lot of these other websites, Newgrounds, I think there's basically two. Newgrounds and then fucking Pornhub were both like pushing really hard for these people to come to their websites.
And Twitter. Everyone was also going to fucking Twitter too. But I like how this gave a rebirth to fucking Newgrounds of all goddamn
Hell yeah,
plays.
dude. I'm so happy that Newgrounds is making a comeback. They take Flash stuff, HTML, and then I think a few other formats as well. I know that they've had the art and music portal for a long time, but Newgrounds is actually pretty fucking legit now. It's rad. I love it. Now, Aleks, we're nearing an hour now. So we've been putting it off, but we have to talk about it, Aleks. The meme of the year.
All right. That's easy.
Now, hold on. Before you say it, I'm going to give a quick rundown. I'm going to go, boom, quick rundown, Bogdanoff style, of memes that actually happened this year and weren't in 2017 like you thought they were. Steamed hams, the Smash Bros like I and letter, or like the fucking yellow beam, Ugandan knuckles, Tide Pods, that tired SpongeBob who's like, whew, with his arm on the wall, and that weird looking Patrick, the Glib-Go Glab Glob, Rick and Morty's Bushland Adventure, Thanos just in fucking general, the Burger King foot fungus guy, and fucking Jake Paul Suicide Forest. Oh, and also like TikTok as a whole, which I'm okay with TikTok. It gave people who used Vine a place to do silly shit, and they use a lot of fucking Homestuck Tumblr cosplayers in their ads, dude. Like every single ad, there's a goddamn Roxy or a fucking Jade or a goddamn Terezi in it.
Why are people...
Like,
whatever. Wait, hold on. TikTok is new, right?
Yeah.
So why are there still Homestuck cosplayers like doing this attention shit? I figured they would have moved on by now to like Steven Universe or something.
Aleks, it's literally Stockholm Syndrome. You are confined and so used to this terrible thing that's had a negative impact on your life that you will not easily give it up. And also, like you said, it's free attention because you could just dress up in a Homestuck thing and like pretend to sing, and that's what TikTok is for. And then you just get a bunch of like attention. That's really it. It's the same thing as like Snapchat and Instagram and shit. It's just attention.
Makes sense to me. So. And now if I could say it, I already know. I actually knew at the start of the year what my favorite meme was going to be before the rest even came out. I was confident, and I was right. It's steamed hams.
Steamed hams was a pretty fucking solid meme.
If I may explain myself, because I have a good reasoning. You see, what makes a good meme work, as annoying as this might sound to somebody, just hear me out, all right? What makes it work is if it promotes creativity. You see, with something like steamed hams, you have to really try hard to apply that to different things. It's a very oddly specific scene. There's a lot of different renditions of it, my personal favorite being either the Phoenix Wright one or the Elite Beat Agents one. You really have to, like, be creative to make this whole thing work. You have to really grind your fucking gears for it. Now, apply that to something like the Fortnite dance. The Fortnite dance is a very normal, simple, quick, and easy meme. You can just have literally any character do a fucking Fortnite dance, right? But that's not really that satisfying. You know, anyone can just do the fucking Fortnite dance, right? But you can't have literally anybody do steamed hams. You know where I'm going with this? It's kind of like how I felt with We Are Number One. It promotes creativity. It makes you actually think to, well, make things.
Mm-hmm. My favorites, I'm a little bit cheating on this one because I found this before it became like a big name meme, and I was thinking the whole time every time I saw this video, I'm like, I am surprised this has like 5,000 views, and that's the howdy there, old chum. I'm not a goblin. I'm not a elf. I'm a gnome. I've seen that video so many times before this year, and I'm very happy that everyone else finally saw how fucking funny it was.
So, like, what makes me kind of mad about the fucking you've been gnomed thing is that we're technically giving that guy what he wants. Because that was the point of that stupid video, was to fucking he thought it would be funny to send it to goddamn other people. So we're doing that, but we're just doing it in a slightly creative way by putting it on literally everything. Like that stupid video was just, hey, want to see a cool vape trick? He does the fucking vape thing in like his fucking ski mask, and the gnome face appears over it. Yep. Or there's a lightning bolt, and just as it fucking strikes.
That's actually really funny.
Like we gave all the fun fact. Did you know they made that a Fortnite skin?
They made holy shit! They made a GNOME Fortnite skin.
Yeah. The little preview like text for it is it's not a good elf when you fucking go to buy it.
That video's from like 2009, dude. Side note: my favorite video that I found this year. It's a T-Rex dancing Gangnam Style, and it has a remix of every single Samsung phone's default like ringtone, which is Morning Flower. Everyone's phone has it. It's just a T-Rex dancing to a sick beat is what the video's called.
Okay. Now, was that video of this year, or was that just video? I kind of blanked after
it was like it. I don't remember when it was uploaded, but I saw it this year, so it's new to me.
So I'm gonna cheat because there's just a video that because you mentioned the stupid Gangnam Style thing that I really enjoyed. I saw it fucking years ago when Gangnam Style was like, still a fad. It was this fucking kid. It was this stupid kid.
Very specific.
Singing Opa SpongeBob style with like a stupid. You remember it? So okay. Let me giggle a little bit here. Okay. So the stupid video is him just like with his voice cracking, singing the stupid song. And I remember at the end he fucking like beats the shit out of the fucking SpongeBob plushie. So now I watched this video. And at first I died when I first saw it in fucking like SyncTube or whatever back when that was still a thing.
Now this is the one where the kid sounds like he's on the verge of tears, right?
like
he sounds like there's a gun pointed at him just off screen.
Jeff Kaplan, the Gulag operator, is like, sing this fucking song right now. He's like,
Alex, it's not Gulag operator, it's Gulag guy.
Okay, sorry.
We keep it fun here.
The kid. Okay, so when I saw this video, I thought it was the funniest fucking shit in the planet. As you can tell, I'm still laughing now years later. But I want to get to the point. I saw it a second time, and I realized that this kid is insanely fucking talented. Now let me explain myself. This kid can't sing for shit, and he knows that. So he made this entire video to capitalize on the fact that he has absolutely no talent, thus reversing itself, making him the funniest motherfucker in the planet. That or he just sucks. I don't know, maybe I'm thinking too hard.
So you're saying that like there was a video a few years ago of this this kid. He was doing like a bunch of intentionally shitty songs like I'm vegan, die meat eaters, and shit like that. And it always felt weird to me. And then it came out that like it was his older brother writing it, and then they both knew that he couldn't sing and they looked stupid and nerdy. So they just did it to get like views and like, ad money and shit.
To fuck around, to be funny, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. So it sounds like, I mean, I don't know. I think it might have just been he was doing it because like the Minecraft kid who did the Eye of the Spider, that was intentional. That was intentional. It's the Eye of the Spider. I don't even remember. It's the one with the shitty green screen. He knew what he was doing because he had to have known how to operate a green screen. So he was smart enough that he 100% he was doing that because he knew what was up.
So, I want to actually, before we close this, I think there's actually still 2018, so I'm going to cheat again. So, there's this one thing I really want to talk about. This is the only time I'll ever be able to. Speaking of people I gave too much credit to, so there was a long time ago where I was just watching documentary videos because I was bored to fucking shit, so whenever I'd eat pizza, I'd just watch like here's a 40-minute video of why Dark Souls 2 fucking sucks. Shit like that. And I saw my related video, like, the problems with the Bob the Builder reboot.
Oh, this fucking dude! Yeah!
Shut up. Let me explain. Because you already know where this is going. So I didn't watch it, of course, because I didn't give a shit. But I thought to myself, oh, I get it. He's making fun of these really long documentaries. Because, they're stupid and long and nobody actually gives a shit. So he's going to, like, overanalyze the fuck out of Bob the Builder. So then you send me a Thomas the Tank Engine like video just like that, like a fucking thing that someone just made, and I didn't watch it. I'm just like, oh, this is from that one guy who made the Bob the Builder one. Yeah, this guy's just ironic. He's just fucking around. And I click start, and it starts with him like on his microphone singing the little like song to Thomas the Tank Engine. I immediately paused and said, Ted, I gave this man too much credit. I think he's just retarded.
What was the trigger for me to realize, oh, he's not fucking around, was he had the problems with the Fireman Sam CGI remake, and he opens it up like, I can't fucking believe this. What? He was like doing like an angry video game nerd thing where it's like, what were they thinking? And it's like, oh, this went from like a funny joke to, oh, now this isn't fun anymore. This is just like a guy who is mentally stunted and like just doing Thomas. I feel bad now.
It's like when you first laugh at Lord Crippulus on Filthy Frank. You feel bad about it, but then you kind of start laughing again.
Last thing I want to mention this year, before we end this, three of the big S's died this year. Steve Hillenburg, the SpongeBob man, Stan Lee, the comics man, and Stefan Carlson, the bad man. He was number one. Now, okay, the We Are Number One stuff, that was pretty funny. I liked it, but like, I never really knew that much about like Stefan Carlson, but there was like a ton of people who were like super into that dude. So like, all right, I get it, whatever. Same with Stan Lee, where it's like, hey, I'm not a comics nerd. I, for some reason, just never got into it. Like, I had to be dragged to go see the fucking Infinity War Avengers 4 or whatever. I had to be dragged at basically gunpoint, because otherwise my friend was going to fucking kill himself if he didn't hang out with someone. So I had to go see that gun. I had to see that movie. I had to go see that gun. I had to see that movie. And SpongeBob Man Steve, like, I get it. I had the same fucking thing happen when Iwata died, where like people were making these like super in-depth like tribute videos, and it's like, okay, you could feel bad, the dude's gone, but like, you didn't know him personally. It's weird. Who was it? I think it was Chibi, the fucking AGDQ guy who made like an Iwata tribute video, and it was really fucking awkward because he's like crying over someone that he's never like met or spoken to. He just plays video games.
It's just because he's like a weird icon to the gaming community. But Steven Hillenburg, like, you know me, Ted, I quote SpongeBob at least twice a day. But I'm sad about it, but I'm not gonna make a video about it. It's just kind of weird.
Yeah, it's good to acknowledge, like, hey, I'm glad that this person existed. I'm glad they did what they did. But like, I'm not gonna like make a fake funeral where I like bury a fucking SpongeBob toy. That's weird. So, all right, thanks for sticking with us. I'm glad we could do another Let Me Tell You About. It took a little bit. Podcast.
This was a noise voice, and you know it.
This pretty much kind of... I mean, that's what happens with the other ones. So, keep continued. 2019 wrap-up part 2 is probably going to happen about 365 days. I don't even know what's going to be in that episode, but I have a few things planned for it. Podcasts on YouTube, iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, all that good stuff. YouTube, it's all in the fucking description. You know what it is. You know how it do, G. You know how it do, guys. There's gonna be another fucking podcast probably put up in a week, maybe less than that, where we do the questions of the month too. January might be weird because I'm gonna be working and doing school, I think. So I will figure out what's going to happen with that. So, I keep eyeing because I'm fighting back a really fucking strong sneeze. So, speaking of sneezing, achoo. Hold on. I was going to do like an ado joke. Aleks, save me. I'm drowning here.
About 10 minutes after Stan Lee died, someone modeled and used it in VR chat.
Hell yeah. Dab. So long, 2018. I fucking hated you.